Hello friends, welcome to C Sharp Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. In this final part, we are going to look at text mask format property. So this will help in controlling the output from the CH masked edit control. Here you can see there is a button called show output. When you click this button, it will read the input from this masked edit control. I mean the masked text box control, and we read the text property, then we will display the output here. And when we are reading, we will control the output using the text mask format, and we will see what is the use of this property in this video. So in the very first video, we learned about the mask edit control basics. Then in the second video, we talked about the example. In the third video, we talked about the mask property. And here you can see the mask character and how the mask character is useful to specify the optional and required field, as well as what input the mask character allows. So those stuff we saw. Then we learned about the mask completed and mask full properties. Then in the previous video, we controlled the prompt character using the hide prompt on leave. Then we learned about the beep on error property. After that, we learned about the prompt character and saw how we can change the prompt character. In this video, we will see how to control the output from the masked text box. So the picture below shows the prompt character and literal in the control. We already saw this many times. This is the prompt character. There are two underscore here, and this one is the literal. So the text property, just like how we use a text property in the normal edit control, the same way we can use the text property to read the user keyed in information from the control, from the masked text box control. So when we are reading, we can control the output by saying I need both mask literal as well as prompt character, or we can only cut down the prompt character and include literal. All those stuff we can do using the text mask format property. So the text mask format property will take value from the mask format enumeration constant, and with this constant we can control the output. Like we can say skip both literals and prompts. So this is the prompt and this one is the literal here in this mask. So we can skip both, or we can include only literals. So this is the most frequently used one. Suppose if a user keyed in 10, 15, 25, the output will come as 10, 15 and 25. So if user doesn't give the last one, we will get 10, 15 like this. So that's include only literal. And if you see here, prompt character is not there, or we can only include prompts in the output. That means literal will not be displayed. It will come like this for the previous one if user left this empty. So that's include only prompt, and include both. That means it will include both literal as well as the prompt character. So all this stuff we can do using this mask format property. So here this is our example, and if you saw, if a user clicks this show output button, we read the masked input text property, we read the content of this, and then we will place that in the txt output. So this is the txt output, txt output dot txt. We will read the content and we will assign it here. And when user places a check mark here, include literal and include prompt, in both the cases, whether user places a check mark or whether they remove it, in both the cases the event checked changed will be fired, and we are handling this event for both the include literal as well as include prompt checkboxes. And inside we are making call to set output format function. This is a custom function, and in that custom function, if you see, if both checkboxes are in checked state, here we are making use of text mask format property, and we are assigning the constant from text mask. We are assigning the constant from mask format. Since here we ask to include both literal as well as prompt, this is the constant, include prompt and literals, so that we are assigning it to the text mask format. In the second case, we are including only literal. That means this is not checked in. Include prompt is not in a checked state. That means we need to include only the literal. So we pass this constant value, include literals. But if we move to the else portion, the include literal is not in checked state. Then we check include prompt is in checked state. If that's the case, we will include only the prompt. And if you see here, three different constant. Include literal, it includes only the literal in the output when we are reading it, and include prompt reads only the prompt character. Whatever user typed, that will come plus the prompt character. Include prompt and literal, it will include both literal and prompt character along with whatever user typed in. And if none is checked, then we exclude both prompt and literals. So here all are include, and this constant is exclude prompt and literals. So that means when we are reading it, we get only whatever user typed. Suppose if user typed here 11 11 11, and if none is checked here, when we read the output, we will be reading it like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? 4 6 ones. And if you see here, there is no literal and no prompt. Alright, now it's demo time. We will go to the demo and see how it works. You can download the code snippet from the video description. So first we need to handle this show output. Here I am double clicking it. So for now, let's say I test this. And you can see this is the default, and we read whatever is typed here along with the literals. Next we will define our custom method. So the custom method was already explained in the PowerPoint slide. Set output format. Based on the checkbox value, we will read the constant from mask format. Then we will assign that to our masked text box control using the text mask format property. So you can see all four constant we are using it. So we have to handle the checked changed event of these controls. So I'm going to the events, then double clicking on checked changed. So we need to make a call to our custom function to set the output format, and we will do that when any of the checkbox is in a checked state. I mean when user clicks any of these two checkboxes. Now we will run and test this. So let's take this one and we will type something here. So first we will ask to include literal, and then we will uncheck both. That means this time we are asking to exclude both literal and prompt. We are overriding the default. If I click show output, you can see 10, 15, 45 is displayed. Now I'm asking to include only the literal, and you can see 10, 15, 45. So this will be the default. Now we will ask to show only the prompt. Suppose if I don't type anything here and if I ask to show prompt, it will show like this. Now we will ask to show both, and it will show both literal as well as the prompt character. If prompt character is not filled, then it will not be shown. Alright, that's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. We are ending this sub series. Thanks again for watching. Bye.